Peris Pesi Tobiko is a Kenyan politician, advocate for women's rights, and community development champion best known for breaking cultural barriers and becoming the first elected female Maasai Member of Parliament in Kenya. Her leadership journey, from resisting early cultural pressures to pursue education, to representing Kajiado East in the National Assembly, and later serving in the Senate, reflects courage, perseverance, and commitment to public service. Peris Pesi Tobiko was born on November 16, 1968 in a traditional Maasai community in Kajiado County, southern Kenya. She was one of 4 daughters in her family. Like many girls in patriarchal Maasai society, she faced strong cultural expectations around early marriage, pressures her father received repeatedly from suitors when she was between the ages of 13 and 18. Rather than accept these demands, Peris persuaded her father that continuing her education and pursuing her ambitions was more important, a decision that her teachers supported. Her father's encouragement, combined with a belief in the transformative power of education, helped set her on a path few women in her community had trod. Peris has remarked that in her community, girls were not considered to be children, underscoring how deeply entrenched gender norms shaped her early environment. Tobiko later married a man she met at university, and they have 4 children together. Peris Tobiko's academic journey laid the foundation for her later achievements in public life. She began her formal schooling at Mashuri Primary School before progressing to Moa Girls Secondary School, Kajiado, where she completed her Kenya Certificate of Education, KCE. She then attended Kabarak High School for her advanced level studies and excelled academically. Her scholastic achievements earned her admission to the University of Nairobi, where she pursued a Bachelor of Arts degree in Political Science from 1988 to 1992. Demonstrating a deep interest in governance and public affairs, she continued at the same university for postgraduate studies, earning a Master of Arts in Government and International Relations between 1993 and 1997. These academic credentials equipped Peris Tobiko with the theoretical grounding and analytical skills necessary to navigate Kenya's political and administrative landscape, skills she would later put into practice in both public service and elective politics. Tobiko began her professional career in public administration, serving briefly in the Ministry of State for Provincial Administration and National Security as a district officer in Embu. She then moved to the Ministry of Agriculture, Livestock Development and Marketing as an assistant secretary. In 1995, she joined the National Social Security Fund, NSSF, as a benefits manager, a role she held until 2007. During her tenure, she was instrumental in overseeing benefits administration for Kenyan workers, helping improve transparency and efficiency in service delivery. Her leadership experience expanded beyond service delivery when she served on several national boards. Between 2009 and 2011, Tobiko was a board member of the National Museums of Kenya and a trustee of the Water Services Trust Fund, WSTF. She later served as chairperson of the Tanaithai Water Services Board, where she led initiatives to improve water access in arid and marginalized regions, work that raised her public profile ahead of her electoral career. Peris Tobiko's political journey began long before she won public office. She first contested the Kajiado East parliamentary seat in 2007 on a KANU ticket but was defeated. However, the experience strengthened her resolve and rooted her in grassroots political work. In 2013, Tobiko made history by winning the Kajiado East constituency seat in the National Assembly under the National Alliance, TNA, becoming the first Maasai woman elected to Kenya's parliament despite fierce cultural resistance. Traditional Maasai elders even performed ceremonies attempting to curse those who supported her, an intense backlash reflecting the community's resistance to women in leadership. Nonetheless, younger voters and urban residents rallied behind her message of change and development, helping her secure victory. Her election was widely covered in national and international media as a powerful example of women's political advancement in Africa, especially in traditionally patriarchal societies. She was even featured in the 2017 Thomson Reuters Foundation documentary When Women Rule and included in the 2019 book Pioneers and Transformers, The Journeys of Top Achieving Women in Kenya. Peris Tobiko served in the 11th Parliament, 2013 to 2017, and was re-elected in the 12th Parliament, 2017 to 2022, under the Jubilee Party. She represented Kajiado East with a focus on infrastructure development, education, water access, and women's and girls' empowerment. One of her signature achievements was prioritizing infrastructure projects such as the construction of roads, including the 111 km Isaro-Mashuru Kajiado Road, the first of its kind in the area, to improve connectivity and economic activity. Tobiko was also a strong advocate for education, emphasizing that keeping children, especially girls, in school was key to societal transformation. Her focus on bursaries and upgrading school facilities aimed to reduce school dropout rates and support learners from disadvantaged backgrounds. Her legislative work further focused on addressing the rights of pastoralist communities and advocating for equitable access to resources for marginalized groups. Ahead of the 2022 general elections, Peris Tobiko defected from Jubilee to join the United Democratic Alliance, UDA, aligning with its bottom-up economic agenda and briefly announcing a bid for the Kajiado gubernatorial seat. Although she did not secure the UDA nomination for governor, she continued her political journey through party support. Following the 2022 elections, UDA nominated Tobiko as a senator representing women and marginalized groups, and she was sworn into office in August 2022 as part of the 13th Parliament of Kenya. In the Senate, she has contributed to key committees, including the Committee on Devolution and Intergovernmental Relations and the Committee on Roads, Transportation, and Housing, where she continues to advocate for national policy priorities that reflect her commitment to equity and development. Throughout her career, Tobiko has been an outspoken advocate for girls' education and women's rights, drawing on her own experience resisting cultural norms that devalued girls' education. She has used her platform to speak against harmful practices such as female genital mutilation, FGM, and early marriage, encouraging Maasai and Kenyan communities to embrace gender equality and expand opportunities for girls. Her political courage and resilience earned her the nickname Iron Lady of Kajiado, symbolizing her strength in overcoming cultural and political challenges. Peris Tobiko is married and a mother of 4. Her personal journey, from resisting child marriage pressures and defying cultural expectations to becoming a national leader, reflects deep conviction in the power of education and women's empowerment. She has often spoken about her desire to be a role model for young girls and women, showing that leadership is possible regardless of cultural barriers. Peris Pesi Tobiko's biography is a testament to ideological courage, breaking gender barriers, and advocating for inclusive development. Her historic rise as the first elected female Maasai MP, followed by national leadership roles, has inspired many across Kenya and beyond. Her focus on education, infrastructure, and equitable policy contributes to her legacy as both a community advocate and national legislator. Her work continues in the Senate, where she strives to deepen her impact on national development, women's empowerment, and the rights of marginalized communities, further cementing her as one of Kenya's influential female political figures. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more.